Avoiding seed oils makes you a right-wing conspiracy theorist. At least that's the specious argument rolled out by a so-called journalist at Rolling Stone this week. For the sake of this discussion, we're going to set aside the mounting evidence that seed oils impair nutrient absorption, oxidize in our tissues, and make your mitochondria go all willy-nilly. But I should note that in the first half of the 20th century, we consumed none of these oils and metabolic disorders were rare. Now they're in most of the products at the grocery store and we're sick as fuck. We could go back and forth on the nutritional dogma surrounding the topic, but I'd rather speak to the position I believe would appeal more to Rolling Stone's readership. Have you ever considered the incredible amount of energy needed to plant, harvest, clean, shell, crush, condition, expeller press, flake, hexane extract, distill, bleach, deodorize, and transport these substances to market? We're talking about cottonseed, canola, soy, and corn oils, all of which collectively make up around 30% of the standard American diet. It's an energy-intensive affair that's responsible for the equivalent of 780 million metric tons of CO2 annually. Add the fact that the effect of these nutritionally void industrial oils have helped create a medical industrial behemoth that itself contributes around 10% of our nation's carbon emissions, and you'd think even Greta Thunberg would give them up for good.
How dare you?
So why aren't media outlets covering this issue? Perhaps it's because highlighting these truths is directly opposed to the interests of the sick care and fake food advertisers that subsidize the pages of Rolling Stone. Instead, they choose to bait readers by dividing us politically based on our dietary choices. It's a time-tested tactic that we've come to expect from bottom-tier journalists mining for engagement. If I may speak directly to those click farmers, you've wrongly labeled me and my people right-wing conspiracy theorists. I'd call us rational critical thinkers. You deride us as crypto bro biohacking fearmongers who blindly follow the carnivore MD and Liver King, eating raw testicles along the way just because TikTok told us to. And maybe I have eaten a few balls in my day. Maybe there's a couple of them in my freezer right now, but that's besides the point. The point is that people like us are radical practitioners of what is known as the quantified self movement. We make observations on the human condition, hypothesize how to improve our performance, and test our theories individually. We let our inner statistician analyze the results and make decisions for ourselves. We don't let the experts manipulate us into believing that corporations know what's best for our health. Rational, critical thinkers envision a world where the air is clean because we no longer transport fake food across the country. And instead of ordering DoorDash, people buy their groceries at the farmer's market. The animals we eat are raised in pastures instead of concentrated feedlots. And that meat is more nutritious because it breathes the same clean air that we do and no longer has to be fed the waste products of commercial seed oil production. We never worry about our food accumulating pesticides or being administered experimental gene therapy injections without our consent because the farmers and ranchers are our friends and neighbors. At one point in time, these values would have been considered progressive, and maybe they still are. Perhaps what you've heard about us right-wing conspiracy theorists isn't that out of step with your own values after all. And perhaps all you need is a little honest discussion and less inflammatory misinformed schlock. Try as they may, Rolling Stone will never convince me that these values are extreme, nor that health comes from a plastic bottle filled with vegetable oil. Have they convinced you?